For centuries, people have wondered if Slenderman actually exists. Here is evidence that Slenderman could exist all around the world. Please press like and make sure to subscribe to this channel. Shall we begin? January 18th, 2016. A child was playing in the yard. The child called his father outside, saying there was something strange behind the yard. When the father approached, Slenderman, a creature from an American urban legend, was standing there. Slenderman is a horror tale that's said to have been seen in forests since the early 2000s, kidnapping children. This photo was the first one to reveal Slenderman's existence. He approaches the playground where children are playing, and he kidnaps the children. They say this video is the first one ever recorded of Slenderman. Take a look. A little girl was happily dancing and playing in the woods. The little girl sits in the grass. She looks to the side, and then the video ends. It makes you wonder, where exactly is Slenderman? But looking carefully, on the left side of the screen, a creepy hand shape approaches the child. People said it was truly chilling. In reality, Slenderman is said to wear a black suit and have a very thin body. The biggest characteristic is that he has no facial features. He also has multiple limbs and sometimes walks on tentacles. Because of his abilities like teleportation, mind control, and tentacle attacks, he even became a motif for the popular Minecraft Enderman. Sometimes they say he even appears in an extremely giant form. In 2013, late at night in Russia, someone spotted a strange creature moving on the adjacent building. They immediately took out their phone and started recording. Something with extremely long arms and legs was crawling down the building's exterior wall. The original poster uploaded it, claiming it was Slenderman. Some even suggested it was a mutant caused by the Chernobyl nuclear power plant explosion.
Oh my goodness. Russia is pretty good at graphic work too.
Of course, there are many people like you who believe it's fake, but most people, whether it's real or fake, were fascinated by watching such entertaining videos. The world is a bit boring, isn't it? That's why some people go too far with pranks. Watch this video. In 2018, someone was walking through a forest. Then, a creature in a suit without facial features was standing there. The original poster ran away, terrified by its Slenderman-like appearance. But looking closely, the arms and legs were short, with a normal human body ratio. And rather than having no facial features, it was more like something was covering its face. People who are afraid of Slenderman and who are aware of the story started dressing up as him. Even more shocking is that in 2014 in Wisconsin, two 12-year-old elementary school girls obsessed with Slenderman tried to murder their friend by stabbing her 19 times. Chillingly, they were still wearing their friend's bloodied clothes when they danced and sang at the police station. Watch this video. Sometimes there are sightings of Slenderman from cars as well. Late at night, while driving on the road, on the way to pick up a friend, at that very moment, something tall was staring at the car from one side of the road. Its appearance looked just like Slenderman. Slenderman, unlike other ghost stories, appears even in broad daylight. A man was climbing a snowy mountain with a friend. Right then, he felt that something was watching him among the countless trees. The man stopped walking and looked carefully. Then he said, "We need to leave this place right now." The man and his friend immediately fled down the mountain. Maybe that man already knew Slenderman's characteristics. Just by touching Slenderman, you lose your mind. Moreover, if you investigate Slenderman, you become a target. Watch this video. This is the strangest Slenderman-related footage I've seen. Late at night, a single car was driving on the road. Then, two men in suits, running like crazy, appeared. The car slowly shone its headlights on them. A number of men in suits were gathered, staring at the car from the bushes. The entire scene was captured on the dash cam. The first time I saw it, it was truly shocking. They looked exactly like people worshipping Slenderman. But later, I found out it was the teaser for a singer's music video. Watch this video. A man set up a camera to record himself riding his bicycle. He set off on his bike to his destination. Then, after he came back, he checked the camera. Did anyone spot anything unusual? The man was shocked when he reviewed the footage. Slenderman's figure was clearly captured in the video. This video is still cited as evidence of Slenderman's existence.
Slenderman is just standing around like he's your friendly neighborhood guy.
Right. The long limbs evoke Slenderman, but some people say that Slenderman doesn't walk around, but rather teleports. After this video, the original poster continued to track Slenderman videos, until just last year. Since last year, for some reason, he hasn't found any more traces of him. If any of you ever run into something similar to Slenderman in America, pretend not to notice and get out of there right away. It might not be a monster from a scary story, but seeing someone dressed up like that might be even scarier. As cameras improve, cryptids, aliens, and UFOs, things we hadn't seen before, are appearing more often. At the same time, thanks to advances in graphics, people can't tell what's real or fake. And now, with evolving AI technology, it's even harder to distinguish them. But I do believe there is definitely some footage that's real among them. This video was filmed in Porterville, California. A mysterious flying object was zipping quickly across the sky. It has a round shape and zips right under the drone camera. Most people say it's fake, but I feel like this is the first time I've seen such a clear UFO video. Of course, many people say aliens and UFOs are not real, but I believe it's not too far off that humans will meet aliens. Recently, even former Pentagon employees in the US have made shocking revelations. They said UFOs really do exist. For those of you who want more detailed alien footage, please press subscribe. I'll make a new alien video soon. Have you heard of the Loveland Frogman, first discovered on May 1955 in Loveland, Ohio, USA? This place regularly sees sightings of a mysterious two-legged beast. Its appearance is like a reptile beast, like a giant frog standing upright. Back then, even Loveland police officers testified they saw this frogman. To this day, it remains Loveland City's mascot. This video supposedly shows the only actual footage of the frogman recorded in Loveland. A giant frog sits there with glowing eyes.
I want to keep one as a pet. Throw a Pokeball at it.
If you ever really encounter it, you wouldn't say that so casually. What's more surprising is a comment under this video from someone who lived in Loveland for 8 years. They said that every dawn, the frogs in Loveland croak very loudly. But what scared him the most was, at a certain timing, all the frogs simultaneously go silent, at 4:34 a.m. exactly. And it's never been revealed why mysterious bodies appear in Loveland City's lake. This sound was recreated by someone who actually visited Loveland to imitate the frogman. Close your eyes and listen for a moment. Have you heard of the creature called not deer, the deer that isn't a deer? It's said to live in the Appalachian Mountains, one of the cryptids. This photo was the one that brought attention to not deer. Doesn't it look somewhat eerie? When we look at this photo, we feel some fear, and the reason is the eye placement. Normally, a deer's eyes are on the sides of its face, but not deer has forward-facing eyes, like typical carnivores such as tigers or lions. It even walks on 2 legs, or has strangely bent joints, making for a grotesque appearance. On top of that, not deer does not fear humans. If you make eye contact, it actually keeps staring back at you. It gives people an uneasy feeling. Some experts say it's a deer infected with chronic wasting disease, also known as zombie deer syndrome. It was even used as the motif for SCP-6448. Imagine that kind of creature, with its strange shape, approaching while howling like a water deer in the early morning. August 14th, 2008. A police car was chasing some creature like crazy. The creature captured by the police car camera is suspected to be a chupacabra. The police pursued it at high speed, but ultimately lost it.
Isn't that just a dog with some skin condition? Such a poor.
Yes, whenever someone claims they found a chupacabra, it often turns out to be some other animal suffering from a skin disease. A hammer-headed bat or a hairless sloth can also look like a chupacabra. Like Slenderman, chupacabra is one of the famous foreign cryptids. It's called that because it's said to suck goat's blood. Zoologists argue it's a mutated canine species caused by nuclear experiments, likely a hyena, coyote, or stray dog. Some people claim it's an alien. Even just watching this video, at a glance, it looks similar to the legendary chupacabra. With sharp claws, hairless skin, it tries to tear off the metal bars with its teeth. When this video first came out, people caused a stir saying a live chupacabra had been caught. But that creature also turned out to be a bear cub that lost all its fur. There have been plenty of other sightings and pieces of evidence. Even this photo from the 2000s was said to be a chupacabra skull, but it was found to be the cross-section of a severed cow skull. Though there were plenty of other pieces of evidence, no new species has been confirmed. So far, no chupacabra remains or carcasses have ever been officially verified.
Even if the chupacabra is real, I hope it never shows up in our country.
If it existed, it would probably devour us straight away. Watch this video. It's footage from 7 years ago, showing a mysterious ape-like figure in the forest. The original poster said after filming this figure, "It's Bigfoot." When we think of cryptids, Bigfoot is the first legendary creature that comes to mind. It's a mythical ape-like animal said to live in the United States. It's also called Sasquatch. Bigfoot and Yeti are cryptids widely known through various media. Surprisingly, there's an ape-like cryptid in Japan. Its name is Hibagon. This picture is from a Japanese newspaper article about a Hibagon sighting at the time. It was first reported in the 1970s. They say a giant gorilla-like animal crossed the road. In fact, multiple people witnessed it simultaneously, and footprints were found too. Since its last sighting in Mitsugicho in 1982, there have been no more reports. It looks like a gorilla or Bigfoot, but interestingly, gorillas do not inhabit Japan. Even with Japanese monkeys, it's hard to imagine a 2-meter-tall monkey. Some witnesses said it carried stone axes and tools. Experts say it might be a Japanese black bear or an escaped primate from a facility. However, a few believe there's a mutated Japanese monkey influenced by radiation. Whether it exists or not, it's fascinating that Japan also has an ape-like cryptid. If any of you travel to Japan, keep an eye on the forest. You never know if Hibagon might be hiding there.
That's never gonna happen.